age of 55 when the book was published, Will claims to have slept with 1.4 women a day, which is obviously a ridiculous number. But despite a huge outcry from the media when the book was published, Will never backed down from this number. He stated that he did not sleep with women every day, and that he instead had weeks where he would have as many as 30 partners in 7 days. And on a single birthday, he had relations with 14 different women in one night. Now, obviously, I cannot confirm or deny that. But if this number is true, all I can say is, damn, Will, damn. Number 2. I mean, let's take a ride back to the 1994 NBA season, a year in which the Golden State Warriors believed that they had a franchise star who would eventually bring them their first NBA championship since 1975. Yes, in 94, a 23-year-old Latrell Sprewell was named to the first team All-NBA after leading Golden State to 50 wins in just his second year in the NBA. A very promising future, right? Well, let's fast forward a few years and arrive in the 1998
I'll be back. You can start.
Mid off the year of his daughter, or the time he disappeared, missed practice, and had the whole Warriors organization looking for him, or the time he fought his teammate during a practice, left, came back with a 2x4, and threatened to leave and come back with a gun. And somehow, this was not the low point of Latrell Sprewell's practice career, because on December 1st, 1997, Latrell Sprewell...
Alright, today's gonna be Dunbar High School versus Sierra Canyon. Dunbar is a below average funding school. It was established for black people in 1878. That's what the logo says. And Sierra Canyon also learned to reduce the number 3rd pick, Marvin Bagley. So I might hop in at halftime to just show you what these guys can do. My other video showed off like an 8-second clip of Wilson cutting into the paint.
Because as Carlosimo reached him, Latrell exploded, grabbing his coach by the throat and dragging him onto the ground while repeatedly threatening to kill him. He held him for 15 seconds before he was eventually dragged off of him. From there, Sprewell left practice, but incredible.
Christmas night. They're playing in this high school team. They're playing in the G League Championship arena for the Skyforce. It's a modded, so that's why it's like glitched like this.
What's up, guys? Mike here, and today we are back with the best kind of video, a new awesome conspiracy. And the topic today is actually pretty special because it's actually one of the biggest questions in all of sports. Who is LeBron James' dad? I mean, you know LeBron James, right? He just happens to be one of the greatest athletes of our generation, and somehow we do not know who half of
Dang, Taco Fall takes it in against Will Norton.
Several candidates to who LeBron James' father is. But before we do
There,
that,
Tatum bringing it up court, 6'2" guard, looking to go to Duke, because he has an offer from Duke, Oregon. He has multiple offers. He has an offer from Duke, Oregon, Arizona, and Miami. He's looking to go to Duke or Arizona. But he says if Wilson goes to Arizona, he's going to be a back. If Wilson goes to Arizona, Wilson's going to be the backup. some teams really like the confidence that he has.
LeBron, on the other hand, came into the NBA already standing at 6'8".
See, he can get to the rim with crafty little moves.
Despite the fact that he himself has said that he did
Wilson Wright setting the screen, surprisingly, number 23. Jay Mercer, dude can score in a variety of ways.
It seems like every summer he managed to come back even more muscular and more explosive than he had been before. And to be clear,
Eddie Slater,
wasn't just the result of hard work.
he hits that mid-range. Eddie Slater and EJ Slater, they are brothers. His dad played in the NBA but got injured. Their dad was a 6'11" stretch 4. He could really shoot.
All of the other top athletes in the world. To show you what I mean, let's look at this 2009 article from Sports Illustrated, where it is shown that
John Charles fakes Wilson. Jay Mercer misses his shot. Taco Falls gets the rebound. Mercer misses another shot. Will Norton gets the ball. Eddie passes it to Jalen Tate. Jalen Tate shoots an open 3, makes it.
Guarding LeBron to guarding a brick wall. This article also reveals that summer, LeBron tried to lose 10 pounds.
Derek steps up. Will Norton tips it. Eddie recovers the steal. Tatum pump faking in the paint. He stepped back. He's working on Wilson. Norton pulls from mid-range, misses though.
We have found out that the average NBA player takes 13 steps to cover the full length of a basketball. Meanwhile, LeBron is able to do it in 9, which definitely explains some of the ridiculous chase down blocks he's had. In terms of speed, remember this is a 270-pound small forward. LeBron's top speed was measured at over 20 miles per hour.
White hits a wide open 3.
That's his friend and 6-foot-tall point guard Chris Paul. In terms of power, when LeBron jumps, he creates a power output of around 9,300 watts, which is enough to power 4 different...
He just later ties it up with the layup.
After he jumps, he finally throws down a monster dunk. LeBron is able to swing his arm at 1,124 degrees per second, which is as fast as a moving blade on a helicopter. So yeah, at this point, I think you get it by now.
Mercer gets in the paint and throws up a floater, just showing off one of his ways that he could score. 5th shot of the day, it's in. Jalen Tate dribbles. Eddie pulls up. I think this is one of my recruiting tips. I think Eddie is like a Kevin Durant, but with more point forward skills. But Eddie could still score. Just has a little bit more point forward skills. I feel like EJ Slater, she reminds me of like Chris Bosh.
Which is why it's just so strange that we don't know one of the 2 people who created them.
Like Eddie like really admires Kevin Durant. Eddie can bring the ball up court, score in a variety of different ways. He even leans back on his shot like Kevin Durant. He has some dribble moves there, Kevin Durant. Jay Mercer tries to slam it, but gets caught off guard by somebody. 15-16, they get it to Eddie. Eddie has takeover. Eddie passes it to Will Norton. Will puts it up because Gene Charles has jumped super heavy. They pass it to McCall. Keiko Falls, the prospect from Senegal. Mercer pulls up for the 3, he misses. EJ Slater passes it to his brother. They hit it to Jalen Tate. Jalen Tate is not naturally ranked, but that's gonna change if he keeps pulling up from deep like he does. Like a good school for Tate to go to will be Duke, because he really needs to develop that game. So he's just not a JJ Redick of the league who could only shoot. right hits the wide open mid range. It's 18-19. Dunbar up by 1. Slater throws the alley to his brother, but he dunks it, but it goes flying out the hoop. Eddie does some post work, tried to hit a fade but misses. Derek gets on Wilson. Jalen fouls Mercer. I try to go in. Mercer's a elite scorer. I already filter out this draft class where like these players don't get injured 24/7. But my 2018 draft class, it also has some real prospects, and it also has some prospects I kinda edited, but they was auto generated. Like JT Snyder, look for him. Dude could get boards and dunk the basketball. I got RJ Barrett in there. Zion Williamson is in there. Who else? Quentin Grimes, Javon Quintley. Yeah. And I'm working on my 2020, but y'all can still use it. No, y'all can, because I didn't share it yet, but I'm gonna share all my draft classes. So I'm just filtering. I don't think I'm gonna make sure I got the 18-19 one shared. Taco falls, almost causes a turnover. Taco's dribbling in mid range, confused why he doesn't post up. Gene Charles can lead the offense. He learned this at Sierra Mist because when he was a freshman, he was 6'2", he was 6'4" in his sophomore. Then just last year, all these players are seniors. This team goes by seniors play varsity because it's the varsity. But the coach put him at forward last year. Then he got made to varsity after he showed off his ability to play forward. He's an excellent defender. Could also slam it in. Could hit some mid-ranges and could shoot a little bit of threes. He's probably just gonna hold the ball up. See, Eddie has that long hair fro because he says when he gets to the league, he says he is not gonna cut his hair until he gets to the league. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it so that 2019 draft class, it's that Eddie has the haircut that he's gonna have, but I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. Just download and y'all see. And the first Sarah Canyon, what? So I'm just a little bit tired. The cheerleaders might be through the floor. That's because I have to mod this. I'm not one of the best modders. So like, if you got any weird shots where it's just looking at the floor, that's because like the cheerleader's supposed to be right there. But like the thing, it's like modded. They're playing in a Taylor does a pass it to EJ. EJ sees that he has the mismatch, so that's when he starts working to see if Mercer's just gonna try to guard him. Mercer did not even try. Jalen's able to stop the alley from going in, but Gene gets his own board, and then Will Nelson fouls Gene's. It's an and one, my bad, I didn't know. Gene Charles hits his free throw. They let Eddie take it up. He has more of a point forward. He's like, reminds me of Kevin Durant, but has less scoring skills, but more point forward skills. Like, he can still score in a variety of ways. Jay Mercer, they have to put a double team on him because he's such a good scorer. So he used that to get assists. I went through a simulation where I used these guys' draft class and I scouted all of them like 100%. So then usually Jay Mercer averages like 35, 36 points. He goes to Mercer 30, like one of those type of points. But he also gets 7 assists. I'm just gonna assume that's because like when he's on fire, like at 30 points, they're gonna double team him so he can just pass the ball. Will Norton doing his free throw ritual. He pulls it, not known to be a good free throw shooter, but he makes it. Number 47 for Dunbar Academy. His free throw ritual works. No, not is like one of the worst free throw shooters, but hits both of his free throws. I'm gonna tell y'all he's in. Jay Mercer takes it in. I don't mind that. He's always gonna average lots of points because he's a. Jay Mercer can score. Can basically score on anybody. That is mainly why Sierra Canyon has that high score count, because they got what's the full name? Hold on, I'm gonna just check the rosters, because I sometimes Alex Gene Charles is a really good scorer. In his senior year, he was averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. But if you scroll over to Mercer is a high scorer with 25 points. But I made a little bit of backstory behind these guys. Mercer, dude was so good at the age of 16. He could trick the NCAA to where they thought he was a freshman. They thought he was a freshman because he was so good, and he was like 6'4" playing and shooting guard. He was 6'4" and playing shooting guard. But then he got injured. He got injured in the same year that he came the same year that he came to it was UCLA, yeah. The same year that he came to UCLA, he got injured while putting up all these points and stuff. So then the doctor started examining him to see how bad the injury was, and there was something that told them that he was 16 years old. He wasn't no 18, 19-year-old. So that's when he got suspended from the the NCAA, and that's when he went back to high school and now he's back here. But people want to know, somebody's asked me, they want to know, what is Jay Mercer doing? Like, after high school, what is she gonna, like, go? Is she gonna play in the Euro League? Is she gonna, like, is she just gonna do nothing for that 1 year? He's actually gonna play for this program. It helps kids play basketball and hard things. Something I made. He's gonna be playing that for 1 year with Netflix star Toronto Forte. He's gonna be playing. It's called James Academy. It's a program that you can sign in. So he's gonna be using that on his He's gonna be using that on his for that 1 year done. For that 1 year and done. Eddie tries to go up for a layup, but completely blows the layup. For James Academy. So that's what's gonna be going on. I don't know what happened. I was doing something, but he's taking a technical free throw. Dylan Tate gets hit on the screen, was able to go through it. Eddie does the verticality rule, doesn't try to fall, but Jay is able to shift and crafty around. Jay Mercer has 19 points in the second quarter. Dunbar down by 9, my bad. Teco Falls blocks it, the Senegal prospect. Came to the school at 16, and it is his senior year now. Senior year. They pass it to EJ. EJ misses the layup. McClaw is playing really great defense on him. Gene Charles. Wilson Wright shoots. It's wide open. Derek does not contest. Eddie Slater, his brother sets the screen, passes it to Tate. Tate is working with the triple jab step. He does a double cross. Jay Mercer rips it. Not known for defense, but can grab a couple steals. Up by 11. They are up by 11. You're gonna just sink through those timeouts. Wilson Wright is 6 foot. His dad is 6'5" and his mother is 5'10". So people are wondering why he's just 6 foot. Some people say it's like he's a late bloomer, but he already went through puberty, so. Hey, I'm gonna give y'all a little hint of what Wright is gonna be doing. He's staying his sophomore year. At what college? I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna get him when he's 21. He's not in none of the draft classes, but when I work on my 2021 draft class, he's gonna be in there. So Tatum does his circus layup. He's a very crafty guard. McCall starts to post. Look, Jay Mercer's in the mid-range area. He's the most deadly from there because he could slash, does a step back to the three. But Jalen Tate plays really physical defense. Tatum just takes it in, pulls up from mid-range, misses. Will Norton does not get the rebound. Jalen Tate takes the ball up court. He does a hezzy. He passes it to Eddie Slater. His brother sets the screen. He gets stopped by Loon Charles. Tate takes it in. He gets ripped by Charles. Eddie Slater is able to get the jump ball. No, shot clock. Yeah, shot clock foul thing. Shot clock foul on the shot clock violation on Dunbar High School. But I would have said that should have been a jump ball. But I guess he was trying to win the jump ball, so they just wanted to stop it. Mercer takes it in for a Stephen Curry looking layup. Tatum is Tatum, I think he's gonna run out, but they have to at least take one shot. They have to take at least one shot. Tate does triple pump fakes over the back on EJ. Loose ball foul. I thought it was over the back. A loose ball foul on EJ Slater. I'm gonna do a halftime stat check. I'm gonna actually fix the coaches, but it won't transfer over on my rosters. By the way, y'all can download my rosters. If you want to use my Olympic thing, I have rosters for those, but I'm not gonna advertise those. After the halftime show, I'm gonna do a halftime stat check. Presented Is Jalen Mercer the most athletic? I'd say he's at least one of the top 30 athletic. As he can do some athletic stuff. I say Tatum's top 5 of my most athletic prospects. Because when he gets to the rim, he does so many stuff. Because he's 6'2". Really 6'1" 3/4. 6'2". So he shows lots of athleticism with the rim. He could really cross people up. Just haven't seen that. But Jay Mercer's pretty athletic. But he really specialized in really getting to that rim and doing like putting up the shots. Alright, halftime stat check. Jay Mercer got 23 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 1 turnover though. He's hitting deep shots. Is 1 for 4 for 3. made all his free throws, 9 for 15 for shots taken. Alex Jean Charles have 6 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists, 2 steals, 0 blocks, 0 turnovers. Haven't got a lot of touches on the ball. Took 1 3 but missed it. Made all his free throws. Took 6 shots. Took 6 shots but only made 1/3 of them. Gabe McCall, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 0 turnovers. Made 75% of all his shots. Took 0 3-pointers. Haven't got to the line. Wilson Wright at 5 points, 1 from a 3, and 2 from them. Haven't got to the line. Basic stats. Teko Falls, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 steals, 2 blocks. Sorry, that's my retarded cousin. 75% field goals made, 0 3-pointers. Haven't got to the line. Sorry, retarded cousin. Eddie Slater, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 1 turnover. Has shot 3 threes and made 2 of them. Is 4 for 9 at field goals made. I haven't got to the line. Jalen Tate, 7 points, 0 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 2 turnovers. 3 for 7, took 2 threes, made 1. 0 free throws. Eddie Slater, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 0 turnovers. 3 for 5, have taken no 3-point, but he has a pretty high, open 3, but it has really low contested. Will Norton, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 0 turnovers, 2 for 4, took 0 threes. Made both his free throws. He's like one of the only players who actually shot free throws. 4 points, 0 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 0 turnovers, took 1 3, missed it. It's 2 for 6, no free throws taken. They did a double pass. People expected Jalen to jump up, but John Charles gets the open shot. But if he needs to go to a school with really good coach like Duke or somebody who can really develop his game. Because first, his base is all the way messed up. Dude would shoot the ball and his left foot would go behind his right. But he's really good at locking down. Surprisingly, he doesn't have a hurt really bad. Eddie Slater takes a floater, try to thing, but Jean Charles locked him down. Sierra Kane, about 46. Norton tries to take it up. Teko Falls tips that out of bounds. saying hello to his family members. Some of his mom and his dad and his little brother, but his grandma stayed in Senegal. All of them have visas. But his grandma is coming to the U.S. when he next year. Y'all hate us. John Charles takes it in, gets fouled by Eddie Slater, but puts up the shot. That's not important. I'm gonna be back. I'm over. I'm back. Third quarter. Dunbar's only down by 8. Eddie, Jalen pokes it. Eddie grabs it. Tatum's doing his little Euro crash. Unless this is middle school, but this is high school. Dang, Mercer does a really good spin move. Mercer does a quick little half cut, boom. He sends Jalen to the side. Oh, we might need to replay that. before this boy. The dude got straight baited. Look at Mercer. Look at Mercer. Really good move by Mercer. That's why he's like one of the most. He's one of the highest scoring. Like he's the highest scoring person who could get. Like, he could score anywhere on the court. Like, just look at this. He makes Jalen go over there, then just spins off of that dude and gets him over there. And he pulls up from the mid-range. Of course, that's not cool. Just sets the screen for Taylor. Him goes in, passes to EJ Slater. Wilson Wright reaches up Slater. It was a hard reach because the ball went flying up in the air. EJ Slater, 6'10", 250. He's more of one of the most filled out players with his brother, because both of them, like, their dad played in the NBA. He had a bad, non-successful career because he got injured. So then he basically trained his son to be the best basketball players they can be and trade their bodies so they get the correct weight, right? He dragged both his free throws. John Charles spins off of Eddie, spins off of everybody, double clutches it with the Curry layup. EJ Slater, I feel like EJ should have pulled that, because he has a really good open shot. 79 for that big man. Alright, I'm gonna give y'all one more tip. If you draft EJ Slater for my 2020 draft class, get him in perimeter shooting, cause he already has a really good, has like a 78 and 79 open shot 3. Get that to at least an 82. If you get that to 85, he's gonna be pulling up from the side, cause. And then, like, I feel like just work, and then with that, I feel like just work on, like, the athleticism, because you don't want him to just be a dude who's athletic. You want him to be able to jump over people with 2 hands up in the air on the basketball. When Jay Mercer gets open, he's gonna pull that. He usually make those. Crimson Tide called a timeout. EJ Slater passes. He could have made those. Eddie, it's Gene. They just pronounce it John for some reason. It's Gene though. Alright, guys, y'all can watch. I just want to go into the fourth quarter, but y'all want to see the stats because I have to go eat. So then I don't know if I'll be here in time for the fourth quarter. So. Leave a comment if you're watching. End of the third, going to the fourth. Sierra Kevin, go ahead. Leave a comment if you're watching. Ooh. Alright, I'm back. Jay Mercer. I haven't been watching a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna check his stats at the end of the game. Eddie needs to just shoot. Eddie, just shoot the ball once in a while. Shoot the ball once in a while. Yeet, that's in. Garbage. That's White. White can really dunk. Let's just see how many points Mercer got. 35. Alex got 21. Wilson got 13. Decent game for Taco. So.